Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. A'udhu billahi samil alim minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillah allazi hadana li hadha al-islam wa ma kunna linahtadiya lawla an hadana Allah. Allahumma salli ala sayyidil amin wa rasulil thaqalain wa ala alihi al-musharrifin at-tahirin wa ashabi mutawali'in at-tabi'in wa ummati khairul ummatil alamin. Our viewers scattered across the globe, wherever you are, good afternoon or good evening or good morning, because of the difference of the latitude and the longitude. This is just a message, straightforward message about the controversy of scholars discussing about the hadith of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam about fasting on the day of ARAFAH, and which correspond with Friday. Others said, some school of thought said that yes, they should fast. Others said no. So it has been a controversy. People are confused. They don't know. Thousands and millions of people reach me and they are asking me my views because they say that they believe my conscience of understanding the hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Actually, any of them are right. Both of them are right. But to be at the safer side, please go ahead and fast. Go ahead and fast. Even if there's a day other than Friday, other than if there's even the 8th day, and then it corresponds to Alpha Day, please fast. When you fast, doesn't mean that the others, you disrespect them. That's the way of their understanding of the hadith. Actually, the saying of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because of the nature of the magnitude and the psyche of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, was very, very big. So when you see something, you have to analyze it critically before you come out and be saying. We have the raw nature of interpretation of hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the linguistic meaning. We have the psychological meaning, we have the philosophical meaning, we have the mathematical meaning of hadith, we have the Quranic meaning, we have the ara, the collective response, the collective data of Sahab of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Mallams or scholars. We have even the scientific meaning of hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But this particular hadith goes with the psychological and philosophical analytical aspect of the hadith. That's the reason why I'm talking about it. But one is the other side. I will not talk about the linguistical meaning of this is our aspect. You have to look at the major and then the minor. You weigh the advantage and then the disadvantages of it. In the first place, you see that on Friday, fasting in the month of Ramadan is more important than any fasting on the surface of the earth. But even fasting on Friday, even if the month begins, the Islamic calendar begins on Friday in the month of Ramadan, you must fast. So since you are fasting on Friday in the month of Ramadan, and God did not say that no, don't fast on Friday in the month of Ramadan, that shows that there's something behind it. Then you ask yourself, why is it that the hadith is saying that they shouldn't fast on the day of Arafah on Friday and it's for Arafah? It's because of yuridillahu bikum al-yusra wa la yuridu bikum al-usra. The pilgrimage, those who are in the Hajj, they have a lot of exercises, a lot of activities on that particular day, the Arafah day. So God doesn't want that one, the Friday, to also add, and then the Friday prayers should also add there, and then there will be fast. The fasting should also add to that exercise. Then the thing will be plenty as a punishment. So sometimes you have to look at the psychological meaning of the word, the hadith. But if Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that do not fast on the day of Arafah, period, it has become a law. But the hadith is not like that. It's controversial. So we are going to use the aspect of this. Let's say all other factors being equal, the next year the ARAFAH will also fall on Friday. Next 2 years, let's say consecutively 3 years, it's going to be on Friday. You say that you're not fasting on that particular Friday. The devil is playing with your with your conscience. Please go ahead and fast. There are a lot of things related to hadith about these things. There are plenty psychological meaning of hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It labeled in what will be seen. You should seek knowledge even if it's as far as China. That's how people interpret it, and that's not the meaning. But when you look at the linguistic meaning, that's the meaning. So some of the hadiths of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you have to give it to the aspect of that particular aspect. There is some hadith that needs fuqaha, those who know details about understanding of the word, the Islam. And there's hadith that need mathematician, there's hadith that need psychologists, and hadith that need philosophy. So for example, when you understand the hadith of seek knowledge as far as China, you interpret it that way. Linguistically, that's the meaning of the hadith. But when you interpret it in the real life, it doesn't make sense. Because when you say that as far as China, it means that people from Bangkok who are Muslims do not seek knowledge from China because it's not far. People from India is not far. People from Malaysia do not seek knowledge. People from, what do you call it, from all the sovereign China communities, from Japan, from South Korea, North Korea, because they are not far from China. That's not the meaning of the hadith. But linguistically, that's what you have been interpreting. The meaning is that it is the miraculous aspect of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is having 3 miracles, 3 sets of miracles: the past, the present, and the future. The present one is the one that he was doing when he was with the Sahabs and the rest. And the past was the one that he was narrating in the Quran, and then a lot of things, giving instances about people, and then Abu Rigal and the rest, the people of food and art. And then this hadith of the China, seek knowledge as far as China, is telling you that there is going to be a technology, there is going to be a wisdom of technology in the Chinese community. That's Japan, China, India. They will get to some realm of technology. If you are a Muslim in that particular period, please do not hesitate to go and learn that thing, so that because of the verse of Surah Al-Anfal, وَأَعِدُّوا لَهُم مَّا اسْتَطَعْتُم مِّن قُوَّةٍ وَمِن رِّبَاطِ الْخَيْلِ تُرْهِبُونَ بِهِ عَدُوَّ اللَّهِ وَعَدُوَّهُمْ وَالْعَادِيَاتِ ضَبْحًا فَالْمُورِيَاتِ قَدْحًا فَالْمُغِيرَاتِ صُبْحًا. You should be prepared and get nuclear weapons to protect yourself and to protect your religion. And it is China communities who are having those things. So there are plenty things. I don't want the video to be much. So it's not all hadith of Prophet Muhammad that it is open for any Mallam to understand it. Please, for those of you who hear this one, may God reward those who said that you shouldn't fast on Friday. May God reward them for their linguistical interpretation, psychological interpretation, and philosophical interpretation have indicated that this. Please go and fast it. Even psychologically, when you fast and then it's not like that, you see that you have a jihad, and then person who is having the jihad is having what? When you do jihad and it's correct, you have 2. That's when you do the jihad and it's not correct, then you have 1. Even you have that one. Not to talk of Alpha Day, the very important day. It is the devil who is playing to people's mind. Please go ahead and fast. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. God is the best knower of that.